What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Booth back with another video, and today this is a long awaited request that everybody's been in my DMs and mentions about. How do you shoot? What are some tips you got for us? You know what I'm saying? What are some new jump shots, especially because I know I haven't been posting any. My bad, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Had to get in that lab, especially with these new patches. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is the new patch video. Been testing out a lot of jumpers for a couple days. The shooting, I will say before we get started, it has definitely changed from last night to today. There's been a lot more speed ups than ever, and I have a lot of tips for you guys to go over. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing that I want to go over, this is pretty much my first tip, is go through all your jump shots. You guys see all these jump shots. Pick out your favorite one that you really like to use before the patch and delete all of them. All of these out of your menu and put on the first one that you can put on that is your favorite, like your very favorite. So for example, I'm gonna go ahead, go to my jump shot creator, delete all of these, literally all of them, all of these jump shots right here. You know, you go by one by one, delete, just keep going. I have a lot on this build. I'm saying though, I've been in that lab, fellas, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, been just going over it, go and go. Once you clear that up, you put your favorite jump shot on, you name it whatever, blah 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 blah, and yeah, you go through it, put it again. You know what I'm saying? For me, it was probably Dyson Daniels. Where's that at? Right here. Oscar Robertson and Sadiq Bey. 4 out of 4. Just go with it's too high. Go with 78, and yeah, there you go. And just put that on, put it back onto your player. And honestly, for me, this has worked for me like successfully. Like, I was shooting 1 for 5 last night in the rec. Somebody was exposing me in the comments, and now I've been shooting pretty good, like 4 for 6, 5 for 6. Like, I've been sparking that thing. So yeah, let's move on to the next tip. So for my next tip here, we are on my point guard build. This is my 993 build that I be using sometimes just for, you know, the hell of it, you know, having fun in the rec, things like that, just be pulling it from wherever. Basically, what I would do, this is like a tip that I found, like, and I had a lot of success with it. You see that your shot's 4 out of 4, right? Well, a lot of people recently have been experimenting, and a lot of people have been going 3 out of 4, just for the fact that it's basically the same time, but just like a little slower enough to find a Q in it. Like, you still see how it's like you go from this to this, and it's still an A plus. So it's not gonna be much different, and you're gonna have more of a visual cue to your shot now. Or you can go, you know, 2/4 as well, just trying to find a cue in the shot, that type of thing, basically. Especially if you're an off dribble player or a point guard. I mean, as a spot up, I don't know if I could recommend this, but you could try it as well if you're struggling, you know what I'm saying? Just for a little bit more timing stability and things like that, because I think this new patch, grading's definitely got like touched and things like that. And I mean, I'll either go 3/4 or 2 out of 4, just test it, you know what I'm saying? Overall, I had success with 3 out of 4, so if you can do that, go ahead. And also, you can guys use the customs that I show right here if you want. These are some of the things I personally use that you're seeing right now. So yeah, let's move on to the final tip that I got for you guys. Now, my final tip for this video is, you know, you go to your options quit area in the menus, and you go down to controller settings, and if you were ever on jump, set point, push, just take it down a notch. So basically, if I was at jump, I'd go set point. If I was at set point, I would go push. If I was at push, I would go at release. And in all honesty, my favorite personal visual cue is release as of right now. It makes more sense than ever. You know, you can see your hand, you just release the ball, it should go in, it's green, and it's way more smoother splash, more responsive than like any other visual cue in the entire game. Honestly, this is my most recommended visual cue that I've used in the entire game. And I've been telling people that like release is probably one of the better ones in the whole game. Like, I swear to God, I haven't really missed with this release up until the new patch because I had to figure some things out. But we back to normal, and yeah, I also have some jump shots for you guys for my PGs, ISO builds, spot ups, and centers. So let's just get straight into it. So the first jump shot that I have for all my point guards is lower base Jalen Brunson, upper release 1 Jerry West, and upper release 2 Damian Lillard. 20% Jerry West, 72% Damian Lillard, 3 out of 4 speed. Overall, I've really liked this one, honestly, just for the fact that I could find some Q in it. Like 4-4 is way too fast. Like you look at it, it just gets up there. Like you don't see the Q. You just see the ball going out of your hands. And yes, all these jump shots I do use on release Q. Other than my center jump shot, I use my center jump shot on push, as we'll get onto it later into the video. And yeah, you see C plus release height, A plus release speed, A plus defensive immunity, and B plus time stability. Grades are pretty good. Release height for a guard doesn't really matter. You're gonna be 300, all that stuff. This is 6'4" under, by the way. 6'6", I have something else coming for you guys up next. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, 80 plus 9 midi and 3-pointer. I mean, this is a really good jump shot. It's straight up and down. You'll find a cue using release, things like that. You just have to look at your hands, and when the ball releases out your hands is when you release the button. So, yeah, let's go on to the next jump shot, which is going to be for my 6'6" or, 6'5", 6'7", whatever ISO builds that you guys be dribble on. Let's get straight into it. So, the next jump shot for all my 6'6" ISO builds, 6'8", 6'7", 6'5", whatever you guys want to do, whatever height, you know what I'm saying. This is the best off dribble for my ISO guys, you know what I'm saying, because this is a really high arcing jump shot. Yes, I still use Tracy McGrady base. I do think it's not that patched. I feel like people just have to kind of just get used to it. I really still like it a lot. But if you guys really need a lot of help, you can put this down to 3/4s. It's going to be, A speed, but it's going to be really easier to time, and it'll pretty much feel the same. So, yeah, your time speed will also go up as well, things like that. And the upper releases are Oscar Robertson, 36% and 64% Furkan Korkmaz. And I have the release speed on 4 out of 4 because I just like it like that. Things like that. I just find the Q in it. It's really high arcing, high release. You just watch the top of your hands, let the ball go, things like that. And yeah, this one has really helped my shot a lot. It might not be your bases, fellas. This is just another secret tip. If you guys stay tuned to the video, it might just not be your base. It might be your uppers as well. I had to change my upper from Tari Eason to Furkan Korkmaz, and I had a lot of success with it other than Tari Eason. I don't know why. Tari just hasn't been doing it for me, 2KB sneaky patch and things like that. And yeah, let's get straight on to the 6'5" and 6'9" spot up jump shots. Let's go. So for all my spot ups, I have 2 jump shots for you guys. This is my high rated jump shot that I'd be using on my build. This is Ben Shepherd base. Upper release 1 Paul George, and upper release 2 Oscar Robertson. 70-30 Paul George, Oscar Robertson. A- release height, A plus speed, B plus defensive immunity, and C timing stability. This one's a really good jump shot. I really like this one a lot. Has a great height, great Q in it. I really like this one in Pro-Am. This is one I use personally. You guys can also take this down to 3/4 or 2/4, you know what I'm saying? So it makes it a little bit, faster for you, or more consistent for you, that type of thing. It's still really fast, even on 3/4 or 2/4, things like that. And I also have a low rated jump shot for you guys. I'm going to show you that one as well. This is the low rated Pat Connaughton base. Oscar Robinson 75% and 25% Charles Basley. So you have a 77, 78, 79, 80. This is the jump shot I probably would be using, and I can also take this down to lower if you want to, but it does make it a B. A-. This is just perfect for me. It really shows the Q. I used this last night in Pro-Am as well. Ignore the time and stability. That doesn't really matter. Shots still speed up, things like that with the new patch. I feel like the time stability actually really doesn't matter anymore. It's just all based off how you time your shot, things like that. If you guys wanted to screenshot it, use it. And yeah, let's go on to our final jump shot custom for my big men. Let's go. This is for all my big men who are 6'10 plus and need a jump shot. This is one I use. Dwight Powell lower base, Tim Duncan upper release 1, and Marcus Gasol upper release 2. Max speed 65% Tim Duncan and 35% Marcus Gasol. You guys can see B- release height doesn't really matter as a center. Speed plus A, pretty good. Defensive immunity C plus, and time stability C minus. I mean, the time stability doesn't really matter, but if you guys wanted to get more defensive immunity, guys can release the uppers, things like that. I understand, but I really like the way this jumper feels, especially the upper releases. They feel really solid and fast for a big man. As you can only get normal jump shot timing. It's really 3 times only. It's very slow, and then normal. feel like the big men didn't really get their things messed up as much, but I would still go release as it is kind of faster with the no delay. You just kind of have to get adjusted with it. So yeah, these are all the jump shots that I personally use. You guys can change the basics, things like that. And yeah, hopefully these tips help you guys out with shooting, things like that. I know it's been a real bad struggle with the new patch recently, and even I was affected by it the first day, things like that. I knew it was really smooth. I really liked the first patch that they dropped, but then like the game kind of changed, and you know, we had to change our shots, things like that. I had to go into lab even, things like that. So yeah, hopefully these jump shots help you out. They have helped me a lot successfully on all my builds that I'd be using pretty much. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, turn on them post notifications, you know what I'm saying. Gonna be uploading daily now. I mean, I'm gonna try to, because I'll just be busy and things like that. But yeah, you know, I'm always gonna be here. Comment down below any questions you guys have. Just let me know anything, and I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. And you know, subscribe if you are new, follow my socials, things like that. I'll catch y'all boys later. Peace.